I'm now going to show you why the bingo check is so good against bunch in Madden 27. What's good, guys? It's Lights. Let's get into what bingo is, how it works, how to access the check. To get to your checks at the play call screen, you're going to press right stick down, and then you're going to keep clicking right bumper, R1, until you get to your man checks, your cover 3 checks, cover 4, cover 6. Bingo is a cover 4 check for bunch. Okay, so you would scroll to turn that into bingo. Now, what is bingo? I'll read it and then I'll explain it in my way. So it's similar to box. So I'll show you what box check is if you don't know what it is. Box has been in the game as a bunch check by default in cover 4 quarters for quite some time now. So if you've been playing for a while, you already know what box is, but I'll briefly talk about it. The thing though is that bingo, the outside corner is going to get special treatment. If the outside receiver stays outside, the cornerback is going to lock onto him. If he goes in, if he crosses inside, the CB falls back to box rules. So the way that I like to remember it and the way I want to teach it is that bingo is box if the number 1 receiver goes in. So box goes in, bingo. But if that outside receiver goes vertical or to the outside, now it's special rules with that outside corner manning him up. So you're going to call cover 4 quarters with the box check on, or you could just use default cover 4 quarters check. So your quarter flat, your 3 receiver hook, your inside quarter, and your outside quarter are going to form a box. The quarter flat is going to get first to the outside. So first route hitting short to the outside. 3 receiver hook gets anything first short to the inside. Inside quarter gets anything deep to the inside. Outside quarter is looking for deep to the outside. Okay, so historically, outside quarter in Madden and in real life, going to be great against the corner routes for bunch. Not always stem down corners though, which is why we're going to get into bingo. So let's say you run a flood, a flat route, a corner route, and a streak against box. Box is going to do great against it. You see that the outside quarter matches the corner route. Quarter flat takes the flat route, and then the inside quarter is helping with the streak. And then you also have the backside safety that can poach anything from the bunch side. So anything crossing, anything vertical coming from the bunch side to the opposite side, he's looking for work. It's great against bunch against this. However, there are tactics that you could use in bunch that a lot of people exposed last year that box is not good against. One of them was this concept right here. A stem down corner to number 1 with a slot fade to number 2, which is the point man, and then the tight end on a streak. And then you have a backside drag. Sometimes the running back would be on that flat going the other way. And the reason why this is so good against box is that stem down corner doesn't get picked up by the outside quarter deep zone or the quarter flat. This was one of the most meta concepts last year, so you couldn't run box unless you made a ton of adjustments. If you guys don't know, I worked at EA on Madden and college, and I did work on coverage, and part of what we did was making sure we have real life solutions that stop real life concepts, but also Madden concepts as well. Bingo is a real life check. I'll jump on the field using bingo in a second, showing you realistic concepts, route concepts that bingo is good against, but also making sure what is bingo going to work against in a Madden standpoint, in a competitive standpoint. What are people going to expose? What do people do to expose our coverages? And what checks can we put in to negate that? Well, bingo is great against stem down corners to the number 1 receiver in a bunch. So let's run that same concept just with bingo on. So that's a corner route to the outside receiver, stemming him all the way down, doing a slot fade to the point man, and a streak to the tight end. This was heavily used in 26, not used as much in 27 because there's a lot of checks now to slow down bunch, just like bingo. Let's run it and I'll explain what's happening. So you're going to see that the outside cornerback is going to match the stem down corner, and that's not going to be open. So just like what I read with the rules, if the number 1 receiver, which the way that you read a formation is the receiver closest to the sideline is the number 1 receiver. Then it goes number 2, then it goes number 3. If the running back was on this side, it would be 4 strong. He would be number 4. So on the left side, he's the number 1 receiver. Running back's number 2 receiver. So you always count from outside inside. So the number 1 receiver goes out. So whether it be a flat route, a streak, a corner route, or even a out route or a stem down corner, the cornerback in a cover 4 quarters will match him. He's going to man him up. Okay? Then when that happens, The safety in the inside corner is going to take the next vertical route. He would take number 2 if he goes deep, right? So he's on his slot fade. He takes him. And then the backside safety will go ahead and take number 3 deep. So you see he's on a streak. He picks him up from across field. The quarter flat can also play a major role in this. Now, I mentioned in the rule set, though, it could be box. I said it's box. Number 1 goes in, right? So bingo, box, go in, bingo. Again, I don't know if realistically that's why it's called bingo, but it just makes sense to me. So that's how I want to teach it. So let's slant circle. Okay, so we slant circle, that's going in. So it's in short. It's not like a post. That's not considered, that's a vertical route. The outside corner would actually match that. He would match scissors. I'll show you that to end the video. But first, let's go slant. So slant, the outside corner is not going to match him. So this is going to convert to box. So you're going to see, I'll show you what happened here. You see that right there, that corner route got bracketed. And that's because this deep zone here is reading the number 1 receiver, 15. Okay? He goes out, he's taking him. He goes vertical, he's taking him. If he goes quick to the inside, he's not going to take him. Why? Because he has really bad leverage to have to guard a drag, a slant, an in route, right? A short cross. He's not going to want to man him up. He can pass that off and now play as his outside quarter in his box check, right? He's going to be playing, you know, anything breaking outside, deep to the outside, just like what I mentioned with boxes. And the quarter flat will take anything attacking flat, right? So again, that would work if it's a drag route, an in route, a short cross, right? We'll just go drag one time. I'll actually throw to the drag and see who takes it. So you see the 3 receiver hook is going to take that. But compare that to now a post route. And this could actually be a bingo beater because now there's no more box. So essentially what's going to happen here is this corner is going to take the post. This safety is going to take the corner out. So if we do something like this, see that right there, he had the leverage to the inside because that outside corner is taking him. That's the weakness. Anything vertical to the inside would be great against a bingo check. So if you just have the time, see right there, safety. I mean, if you want to play on that backside safety, you can to help out. If this was box, this is going to get defended terrifically. Whereas bingo, it's the weakness. Let me show you that real quick against box. So I switched to box check. We're going to do that scissors concept, corner out and post. That's going to be guarded a lot better because the corner back on the right doesn't have to follow him. He's going to stay in his box check. Shout out to my man Samson Brown, Geronimo, lead designer on coverage. Again, the thought process was making sure every check had strengths and weaknesses, right? Like if bingo could stop everything, why wouldn't you just always stay in bingo? So bingo needed to have weaknesses. This is one of them, but box is good against it. You see the corner outs boxed by box. The post gets matched by the safety poaching it. Box is a better answer against that. Bingo is a better answer when number 1, the outside receiver, goes to the sideline. Let's run whip double spot against bingo. And I'm actually going to flat circle. So this is actually a concept done in the competitive scene too. Like a quick flat with a whip, right? Or a quick flat with a pivot. You have the flat, forces the flat zone to play the flat, or else you have a quick throw, right? And then you have a route that's going to attack the flat area. So 2 routes attacking the flats is typically good against box because you only really have 1 defender playing short to the outside, which is the quarter flat. And then you could rely on the 3 rec to possibly play the whip here. But when you have X also on a short route to the inside, that's the 3 rec's role in box. So this concept would be good against box. It's not going to be good against bingo because the outside corner is actually going to match that flat. So you can't throw quick flats against bingo on the bunch side. He's going to match them. And not only that, you still have a flat zone that is going to look to match anything else attacking that side short. Because just because number 1 is manned up, that doesn't mean the quarter flat is done doing his job. He's looking for work for anything attacking the flats on the bunch side. So if you look at number 26 on the quarter flat, he's just waiting. What route is going to attack the bunch side? He sees the pivot route and takes it away. I hope you guys enjoyed that bingo breakdown and how it works against bunch formations. It's really good when the outside receiver in the bunch goes out, even if it's quick out on a flat, on a stem down corner, on a speed out, anything like that. Again, shout out to my man Samson, who did a great job on all of this at EA. I'm going to continue to do these breakdowns. If you're enjoying it, please drop a like. I will see you guys tomorrow for the next one. I'm also really grinding on Madden Daily School, doing ebook content. So for those that are waiting on that, I'm working on an offensive guide and a defensive guide right now, plus a batch of premium tips. I didn't want to miss the daily YouTube video though. So I hope you guys appreciate the daily upload so far. I'm going to try to stay with it. And the support has been amazing, so I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you tomorrow. It's lights. Later.